get go into the topics.
Yep, so we're still kind of on setup. So we're concentrating group setup is like our main focus. Oh wait, did I do my hyper check-ins? We have to do our hyper check-ins. And topic. So we definitely can go through the legal process for Jesus. There's also the recruitment proposals that we might want to go through.
Jesus is in the room.
Yeah, great. That's good.
Hello, Jesus.
Hello.
My name is Miguel. How are you?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Awesome. All right. So I would get started with just checking in with Jesus on the legal process and seeing where everything is, and then going from there. That's what I would recommend.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay, so we don't actually have a line for that, but it should be pretty similar to our recruitment, interviews, etc. Onboarding process, 75. Fine, right? Part of onboarding. All right, estimated time, 6 to 12 minutes. And we just want to see where Jesus is in the legal responsibility. So do we have agreement on topic 1? That look good?
Sure.
Let's make sure everyone did their hyper check-in. So Jesus, do you know how to do the hyper check-in?
Yes. Where is it?
So did you get the link to the notes? Did you get the link to the notes on the spreadsheet?
Oh, let me go to it. Is the one that Miguel sent?
Yes. Cool. So it's on the setup. All right. So do we want to create a tab?
Okay, here I am.
Let me. You want me to create a tab, or does Jesus know how to create a tab already?
We could do some training. Fine.
Okay. Jesus, I don't see your hyper checking. You have any trouble?
Hello, Jesus?
Come again?
I don't see your hyper checking.
Hello?
I don't see your hyper checking. Are you having any trouble?
Where is the tab?
Let me
Setup.
share the document.
The same document?
In our notes.
In the setup tab?
In the chat of this meeting is our notes.
Okay.
And also in the Discord channel in New World
Time for
WCG.
breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Where is the hyper checking? In what
setup? The setup, it'll be line like 43.
Oh. Good.
So do we just want to create the tab, or do you want to keep waiting here, Miguel, or do you want me to do it, or what?
Oh, I thought you're going to get some training for Jesus, or you want me to do it?
We can, yeah. But he hasn't
Okay.
even started the work yet. I mean, it's we can do that if you want to, but it's our focus is the legal responsibility.
Okay, Jesus, do you know how to create a tab in Excel?
Yes.
So when you click focus and topics, you see that in line 10, we got 75 legal processes. So I need you to please create a new tab and put topic 1, legal processes. Please.
Okay. How is it called? Topic 1?
Topic 1, yes sir.
You can just say
Read the
legal. Topic 1, legal.
That is correct. Always the topic should be always be simplified.
Yeah, I would say the description would be like
Yeah.
legal terms, setup, process, right? It's technically a
And-
responsibility.
Sorry, Jay. Can you please repeat? I missed that.
So the correct topic would be legal term setup responsibility, right? So I would just call it topic 1 legal. And I usually even like try to condense everything just so we don't want it too long. Keep it as short as possible. And then at the top, you just copy and paste the desired outcome so that we have that in the tab. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So then the first thing I'm going to link here is our stage 5 legal term setup responsibility training, right? And the main question is, where are you? Do you have questions, issues, concerns?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count. 1,
I was
2,
checking
3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I was checking the doc you sent me, page 5, legal terms, and it was like there's an app that it says I should get organized and have all the links, but I don't know what links you're referring to.
Okay, so we can do a little training, but we really should just go through one step at a time. So the first part is, having the correct links and everything, asking any questions if you want. The first link is just the link to the missions approval form, and then these are the 6 missions that we're currently working with.
Okay.
So do you have any questions on just getting organized or the missions or?
Should I like put the links on the setup?
The setup. I don't understand. It's the responsibility. This is the legal responsibility.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's all right here. There's 8 parts. So you have the setup and getting organized. Then you go through the mission, the terms, your bio, your statement, tax forms. We're gonna be skipping this one. Doesn't exist yet, and then we update your offer and agreements. So does that make sense, or you could just go through one at a time and then let us know if you have questions.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. So do you have any more questions now?
No, not really.
So the problem was you
if
just didn't
I
have the correct link. Is that the problem?
Come again?
You just didn't have the correct link. So you want to be in the legal responsibility tab. All this other stuff is just like, I don't know, maybe I'll delete it, I don't know, but these are each of the tasks. So you just go through one at a time. The main thing obviously is the terms. Like some people don't read terms. If you read through it, it's going to take a little while. You should at least probably read the work continuity group terms. And then you've got your bio and statement, which will take a little time. Tax forms are pretty quick. But yeah, to see how much you can get through. If you haven't started, just one at a time, and then let us know if you need anything, and we'll check in on you.
Time to stretch.
Fine.
Please stop, stand up, and stretch and
Okay,
move
yeah.
around
I'll
for 30
go.
seconds.
All right, quick stretch. All right. So, Jesus, did you have any other question?
No, not really.
All right. So, Miguel, we could do the recruitment. Well, no, we want to try to separate the work from the. Yeah, cool. So, let's go into work continuity group, the WCG room.
Oh, okay.
So Jesus, just let us know if you need anything, and we're gonna be in the work continuity group room, and we'll just be in touch, and then you just can one step at a time. Okay.
Okay, I will inform you.
Great.
Recording is on. Recording has stopped.
Cool. All right.
Hello, Jay.
Hey, so as usual, it worked perfectly. And get focused on work and moving everything forward while he is doing the legal process. So this new legal, he's the first person ever to go through the legal process or the legal responsibilities. So it is good, but I think it's really good to separate out. They need to do all of their forms, all of the terms, all of their taxes, their statement, get everything verified and approved before they start work, because it's just too complicated for people to start doing work, logging a bunch of hours, and then not agreeing to the terms and like what's going on, and then they get very upset. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So it's just much better to take the time, slow everything down, and make sure people understand what they're getting involved in.
Agree.
Sweet. And also, I put together the missions thing. I think you're really going to be impressed on the missions
Time
part,
to
because
pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
on line 32 you can see the missions. So that's the first task of the legal setup, is like going over the missions, making sure you agree to and commit to the missions before you even go to the terms. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I figured you would like that. All right, so I personally would go into the recruitment proposals, but I'm also perfectly fine trying to do something else first. We have someone from Argentina. We've got somebody from another person from Colombia, I think. It's the same city that Jesus is from, but they don't know each other. So anyways, I think it would be good to go through some of that, get that organized. But we could also wait till tomorrow for main session, whatever you want, Stein.
I got some questions about the value tracking of Agenito and up to payroll. I don't know if we can prioritize that for a brief moment, and then we can go to recruitment proposal, because I am a little bit lost about this process.
I mean, if we're going to be working on internal operations, I think that focusing on the new recruits is a million times more important than focusing on Angelito and Abdu, who basically screwed us over, So I don't think it would take very long to go through the new recruit proposals and then respond to them, get back to them, and then we're good.
Well, the thing, I'm a little bit lost about about this task because Angelito.
Yeah, but that's fine to be lost about something. I'm lost about dozens of things, but I don't have time to talk to you about all of them, right? Because we can only talk about one thing at a time. So the question isn't about whether or not you're having problems. The question is, what is the priority for the team?
Okay, I would like to discuss. We can go with recruitment proposals, but I want to address the value tracking and Angelito payroll.
Oh no! What happened? We lost Jesus. That's weird. He disappeared. Okay, so how about topic 2 can be the recruitment proposals. And we've got Maxi, we've got Galea or something, I don't know. Might be a third one. Recruitment proposals for
Please
new
stop
role.
and get ready.
Oh yeah, there's
now
also
inhale, 1, 2, 3.
Marcel.
Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
And then we'll get into the value tracking. So this is just payroll, right? The 164 base upfront payroll.
Oh, I'm doing both. The 164 and the 12 East.
Yeah, but we do one thing at a time.
Okay.
If we start doing too many things at the same time, we don't get anything done. And it is very unfortunate that Jesus disappeared. I don't know what happened.
So we agree in topic 2, correct?
Hello. So weird. Well, we can agree on topic 2 and topic 3, but we need time and we need our desired outcome for topic 2. So for topic 3, I mean. So for topic 3, we are just trying to answer questions and address issues for the payroll, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And then let's go ahead and see if we can find here. So recruitment proposals. Maybe we just, oh, sorry, I don't know what happened. Tab just closed. Great. All right. Okay. So I don't know. We could just do like 77 or no, follow up and communication 72. So this would be 72, and then the base upfront payroll is 61.
Thank you for that.
Great, you're back. Awesome. All right. Just keep muting, and it's fine. We'll just just let us know if you have any questions. Okay.
Yeah, I do.
All right, and then time. The recruit proposal is probably 12 to 24 minutes, maybe a little bit less. Maybe we do 9 to 18 minutes. 9 to 18 minutes. Based up on payroll, we'll do 12 to 24. That look good?
Yeah, I think so.
And
a little bit less.
And we might have to take a quick break just to check in with Jesus. All right.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm ready for topic 2.
That's already been created.
All right. So
Time to pause.
let's see
Please
what we can
stop.
find here.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So there's Maxi. There is, obviously there's Marcel. So Marcel has been approved, and this is Spanish only. And Marcel is, we are talking about the proposal is doing for Mondays would be Spanish only. So Mondays Cobalt Hour 1. So that's the proposal for that. So we can address that tomorrow, I guess, but if you had any concerns, it'd be good to go over it.
Oh, my concern is the documents. documents should be in English at least, so anyone in the organization can check the documents at any time.
But we already have all the documents in English.
But he's going to write his documents in English as well, correct?
No, everything will be in Spanish.
I think that is a concern because the language barrier could be an issue.
Well, no, but everything is already in English for the English branch. We're the English branch would be 6 days a week English, right? 1 day per week, Cobalt, we're going to do Spanish. So during that session, everything would be in Spanish, right? But there's going to be like right now, nothing is in Spanish. So to get the amount of information into Spanish from English will take years. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand. The thing is, for example, Lucy, she is Globish. She wants to see.
She does English.
Yeah, but Marcel do English as well?
No, Marcel has committed to learning English over time, and hopefully helping with the Globish or whatever. But we just don't know the level of ability, you know.
Exactly. So, for example, Lucy wants to check what Marcel do in any given day, and she see that is only Spanish words, so she doesn't understand anything. So how she's going to verify the work?
Who?
I don't know, Lucy.
Lucy's not going to be part of the Spanish branch.
Oh, this is a complete. Okay.
We would even need to get a separate HR board together for the Spanish branch because we would need an HR board that speaks Spanish.
It's going to be like, wow.
It's recreating the entire thing in Spanish, so it could take years to pull it all together. We're going to start 1 day per week for months and months until we decide to go to 2 days and then go from there.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
I'm adding to our topics to verify the next month's allotment, right? So this is part of the budget because we only have about a week and a half. All right. So, anyways, shall we take a break?
Sure. So 6-minute break, 5-minute break.
moment
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
I'm here.
Hey. Awesome. So I think that's everybody. I think it's just the 2 people. So we have we've got Maxi and Janella. So Marcel was already approved, and we're going to be doing that on Monday. It's going to be in Spanish. Does that sound good?
Yes, sir.
We can always stop if it's not working out or he doesn't show up or whatever. We can just stop. But if it does work out, it'd be great to like create a whole nother Spanish branch. I mean, it would be amazing, you know? Especially for the Americas, because most countries speak Spanish in America except for like one country, Canada, right?
Well,
And even in
No.
Canada, they speak a lot of Spanish. So I think it's like it makes a lot of sense for the Americas to have a Spanish branch, especially if we want to be successful, because that's where we'll get the most workers and people involved.
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so the question is, do we want to approve Maxi or Janella, or do we want to wait until tomorrow for those in the main session?
I got a question about that. That is the budget for September?
Well, this would just be a recruitment hire. So we're just doing a temporary recruitment proposal to
Okay.
do the interview and talk to them and figure out how we want to move forward. And then if we do want to hire them, we would hire them for, just temporarily for the rest of this month. And then for the next month's budget, we'd have to put the budget together, and we do have enough money to do that. So I mean, yeah, I think we should be okay on the budget, but we're going to need to go through the budget and put it together correctly. In my perspective, like I look at Maxi's, if Maxi only wants $4 an hour, I mean, for me that's just an automatic approval because that is just extremely cheap. I mean, I don't know. It's a small individual jurisdiction. It's only $433, so that's extremely low, right? It's in Argentina.
Argentina is the dollar in Argentina is quite a strong currency. Right now, the inflation is not going up as they used to. So yeah, the dollar has a lot of strength in Argentina.
Yeah. So that would be great if we could
Time
find
to
someone who
pause.
could work hard
Please
and
stop.
not be
Close
super
your eyes.
expensive.
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So yeah. So for me, Maxi is just like an automatic approval, and then you could come tomorrow for the interview. And in regards to Janella, $8 an hour. I mean, it's still less than you. I mean, you're still asking for $10 an hour. So I mean, it seems reasonable. And also Janella seems very excited in terms of like her interest and things like that. I mean, everyone seems excited, but I think she did write some things about her interest in the actual like missions and like the cause and all that kind of stuff. I can read a little bit of her intro letter if you want. Let me see if I can.
Sure, of course. Can you bring that over?
Yeah, I mean, typically I don't, do the letters because we try not to get too detailed with everybody. But if we want to do their cover letters, we can add that,
Okay.
because a lot of people do cover letters. Line 32.
I see it.
Yeah. He talks about the interest of the mission and the values, the organization's missions and values, and the focus on collaboration, transparency, and cooperation. So that's a good sign for their first sentence, right?
What I'm reading, I like it.
A sustainable future.
Logistics and spirit working with teamwork.
Although the way they write sustainable future implies more like financial. But yeah. Anyway, so I mean, she seems great. Also, I think, having some feminine energy is really important as well for building a team. Yeah. So I would just approve both of these, but you know, I'm fine at approving one, or we can just wait for tomorrow and do all the approvals tomorrow. If you want to wait.
Well, I got a question. We can do that right away, or we need to do this in a main session so we don't break policy?
It's just a recruitment proposal, so it's very minor. It's not like the
Okay.
final official proposal. Remember, the only thing that really matters when it comes to HR is the final budget. So any sort of temporary hire, it's just for a week or two, which is only like, you know, a very small amount of money. So when you do the full budget, that has to be approved by the HR board, right? So any official decision making on people being paid, the final decision is always made by the HR board, right? And we have the ability as a team to temporarily hire people for like a week or two, right? Or up to a month, but it's like, you know, everything still has to be reviewed by the HR board.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
Okay, sure. Let's vote then.
Yeah, and then they can come tomorrow for the main session. Well, I guess they wouldn't join the main session because we separate everybody from the work now, which I love this new separation. It's awesome, you know? Okay, so questions and concerns for both Janella and Maxi.
No. No, let's go ahead.
All right, so that says, so no questions. So concerns, obviously the budget is a little high.
Okay. Sorry, yeah, the budget is all a concern.
Tight budget. So we'll just go ahead and vote. And then I'm going to also look and see what we can find for other votes. And then I myself am definitely interested in voting yes on both of these. Let's see if I can find any other votes here. Okay, so for Giselia, we have a 6.3 for Abubakar. Okay.
6.3. Where do you see that? Oh, recruitment. Recruitment tab. 6.3, that is correct. But later on, he bought 6.9.
The 6.9 is for someone else.
Yeah, I confirm. So
and then we have Jesus voted an 8.5 for Giselia. I'm gonna vote a 8.
Yes, I see the vote of Jesus.
So I'm gonna do 7.9 actually. And then you can vote.
Mamoon 7.5.
Mamoon voted 7.5.
Giselle, yes sir, 7.5.
Excellent. I don't see any votes for Maxi.
Time to pause.
It's really
Please
odd.
stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, here we go.
Open
Abubakar
your
voted
eyes.
a 7 for Maxi.
Mamoon 7.5 for Maxi.
Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna vote I guess an 8.
Abubakar 7 for Maxi as well. Lucy didn't vote. Lucy can vote in this.
So are you gonna vote?
Oh yes, I was trying to find any more votes in the
Yeah, I don't see any other votes, so.
Sure, let's go ahead.
So yeah, both of these are very high numbers. So definitely going to increase our budget, but I mean, we've never had this many people for a new world for years and years. We usually just have one or two people. So if we could actually build a team and then have the Spanish, this could be amazing. Like restart. This could be really exciting.
The thing is that the learning curve will be a little bit long because we don't have enough experienced workers with these new recruitments. So that is also a concern.
Of course, yeah, but that could take years, but it still is that's still a good step in the right direction, because right now we just don't even have continuity. We're not functional at all. So the ability to get a team to be functional, for me, it shouldn't take longer than like a few weeks or a month at most, just to have the most basic functionality and accountability. And then from there, once you have a little bit of functionality, we can start really getting into the training, and then over time we can make progress. So cool. So I would say both of these proposals pass, and we can notify them that they've passed, and then they can schedule for the interview.
Okay, great. Do you want me to do that, or you're going to do it?
To do what?
To let them know? We're going to...
Yeah, I'll let them know. It's like no one else is really helping me with the recruitment, so if you want to work on recruitment, that would be a whole other process.
No, but that you're going to let them know that they are on.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
No, I was telling that if you want, I can share this information in the recruitment channel, or you're going to do it.
Oh, I put it in the decisions channel. Yeah, it all goes in the decisions channel.
In the decisions channel.
Yeah, so I did that already. So I think we're ready to go to the next topic.
Okay, great. So now I'm creating the spreadsheet, the tab.
Anyways, I'm really glad that we did this, because it's just good to take care of the people who we might be working with,
Oh yeah. Tab is done, and also the title. So I was working in the topic 0, anything, half an hour before the session starts. And did I copy and paste everything that I work in the topic 3?
I don't know. I would just go over the issues. What are the issues?
Okay, the issues are that in the 164W and the 12 East payroll, there are discrepancies with the WCG team sheet, because there is more hours that I can count. So I don't know how.
Okay, well let's just start with the 164.
So okay, let me bring those over. So, for example, if I go in the 164, if I go to Angelito's tracking, I am seeing more hours. that I can track in the spreadsheet for the
Time
hours.
to pause. Please stop. Close
So
your
that
eyes.
too-
Count 1, 2.
Is that supposed to be?
3,
Is that supposed to
4,
be green?
5.
Yes,
Open
please.
your
I
eyes.
did that, so I
Can I
can.
make it red?
Oh yeah, sure, you can do it. Oh, green
Yeah.
is because I verified and I agree with that. So that is why I put it in green.
Well, why wouldn't it just be black if it's verified?
Because the other ones are black, and that is where I got lost. For example,
I don't understand. I feel like we would assume everything's correct unless it's wrong. So if it's correct, then it would be black, and if it's wrong, then we would make it red.
Oh, that's the thing. I don't have enough information to mark it as red. So if there is the real question is if there is no body team or session in the WCG team sheet, that means that those hours are not correct.
I mean, for me, it's like I would just assume that all of the hours are correct unless we have a reason to think that they're not correct.
Because we cannot verify them. So how we can assume they are correct?
Because they entered their hours. Like, I would assume all the hours are correct. You know, I mean, the problem right now is they're not getting paid enough, not that they're getting paid too little. So I don't think we really need to worry about removing hours. Our concern is almost exclusively in adding hours and trying to get them as much money as possible. Right? Because like, in the end, our whole model makes it so that it's very hard to, you know, screw us over. Right? That's because we got screwed over many, many times. This new model, our whole model makes it so it's very difficult to screw us over because you have to actually do client work income and you have to actually, you know, track everything. If you track a whole bunch of extra hours, that's only going to get you equity. It's not going to get you money. So right now, under the calculations, Angelito is only getting $15. They're both basically getting $15 between Angelito and Abdu. It's $15.
$15.
Yeah, it's a very small amount of money.
So I don't need to address this further if I.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the issue has nothing to do with removing hours. Our goal is making sure we're verifying that as many hours are added as possible.
Okay, so that is already happened because they add more hours that I can count in the WCG team sheet in both payrolls.
Okay, but the other payroll doesn't matter because they didn't work the second month, right? So that just needs to be deleted. But for 164, let's just focus on 164.
Now inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
So we're not even going to be worried about the current 12-degree east payroll for like another 2 weeks, right? Because the month isn't even over yet.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you the heads up then. They add also hours in that spreadsheet as well.
Yeah, but they didn't add hours. We just duplicated the spreadsheet. We didn't delete the hours. So we're just going to literally delete their entire tabs for this month. Okay?
I can do that later.
Yeah, you can do that later time. All right, but as far as going through this, for me, the primary goals is really focusing on Abdu, right? But we can also, you know, review Angelito at the same time, okay? If we want to. So, but my main focus is on Abdu because we know that Abdu did not track his hours properly. All right,
Yeah.
so if we go to the Abdu tracking, we know that Abdu showed up for sessions at least 10 to 13 times, right? So we would just need to open the session notes and look at the hours, you know, in the wrap-up tab.
Oh, I already did. I already made. Don't worry. I already did that. So let me bring all that information over.
And did you get all of the client work?
I get the same thing that I did for me. I did it for them.
Okay, so you did get all the client work for Abdu.
I already put that information in
Awesome.
our
All
chat.
right. So let's see the total client work for Abdu. It says it adds up to 6 hours, 6.5 hours of client work. Okay, so I'd say Abdu's client work income is 6.5 hours. So then if we go to Angelito, I think this is a good number to have for Upwork, because if they're complaining to Upwork, we want to make sure we're tracking the actual client work hours based on expectations. And he has only 3.5 hours. So I don't know why Angelito's hours are so much lower than Abdu's. Almost twice as low. So is it possible that we missed?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Is it possible that we missed hours for Angelito that we should double check, or do you think it's perfect? Or good enough?
For me, that is the issue. That as soon as I find this situation, I stop. I do some, for example, in July, you see that I got that in green, so I put that in green as well in the spreadsheet. And also in August, I found that in the line 64, I find that also I also agree with those hours, so I just marked those two. The other ones I didn't. I see more hours that I can track. That was the issue.
Okay, but for Angelito, were there any other client work hours? If not, let's just not worry about it. We just have to deal with other things.
No,
Okay.
No, I don't think so. Angelito.
Okay, so so that's fine. So now that we have everything verified for the hours, and I would say maybe we just total it up. We say the total number of client work hours between Angelito is 10 hours. So they did 10 hours of client work income. Okay?
That is, for me, that is questionable.
Yes, that is questionable, but it's the only thing that adds a little bit of value. So. Okay, so that brings us to the next steps, which are, so I'm going to go all the way down to line 128. So here we want to double check, every place where we can add value. So we're going to verify the client income. We're going to verify the internal ops income and calculations, calcs. We need to also verify the potential income, and then we want to verify the overall team income, and just double check everything. So this will only take like 5 minutes, right? But let's just do one quick over, double check everything, and verify it. So I'm going to start. I can share my screen if you want me to. Maybe I'm already.
Sure. Also, we are going to do this right away, or we're going to take the break?
Oh, we're in break. Yeah, let's take a break for sure. So take a break. When we come back, we'll spend 5 minutes just doing one last quick verification. Then we're going to make a proposal and just decide what we want to do. Okay?
Okay.
Cool.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
back.
Awesome. Okay, so the first problem I see is that Angelito only has 2 hours of tracked client work, right? So that's the first thing we need to fix. So the question is, what client work does he have that isn't being tracked? So we can line it up with column D. Oh, here it is. It's the legal support. All right, so legal support just needs to be a Y, and then that should go.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
And that should fix that. So then client work, now it's 3.5. Perfect. Okay, so that's good. Abdu has 6.5, so that's perfect. All right, so why is it? Huh. That's really strange. So it says 3.5 here, but then it says only 2 here. Oh, maybe it doesn't, it's not adding it up all the way to 75. Okay, so this is just minor calculation errors that we're actually going to need to fix properly in the next one. So this would be a task for the next one where we need to fix the calculation is off by 3 on that. So let's just fix that right away, because otherwise we will end up in a situation where the future isn't correct. You know what I mean? So it's always best to fix, whenever there's something wrong with one sheet, you always want to fix the most recent one, because that's the one we duplicate every month. So for this, I just go down to here and I say this is going to be 75 instead of 72, so that it all adds up correctly. And then make sure we do Miguel's 75. Cool. And for some reason, you have no client work tracked for this month. All right, so
Wait, no, I put my hours in there.
yeah, we'll have to go through it. For some reason, it didn't come through into the client work. That's fine. We'll fix it. It's probably just because you haven't been assigned all those hours yet. All right. So this all looks good. So that should help bring in money. So let's check internal ops. So we come to Angelito. Angelito has 7.75 hours of internal operations, and he has a little efficient work. Abdu, 13.75 with a little efficient work, not much. Wonder if we could add any efficient work for Abdu. So budget proposals, no, he didn't know how to do that. Setup of the payroll process, no, he didn't really do much of that. Base equity payroll, I mean, he was just watching. He didn't actually do any work.
In 164, I can give you
team scheduling.
For July, correct? So Angelito got
cool.
0.2.
Huh?
Sorry?
I think we're good. So what's the question?
For July is what we're talking about, correct? Because he got.
We're in the 164 degree. So the potential in some ways we did this.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So I verified the client income. I'm verifying the internal ops now. So we're gonna just double check on the calculations real quick to make sure everything looks correct. This all looks good. All looks good. All looks good. Perfect. And we also have the client calcs. So what was your question again?
No, that
the client calcs all look good as well.
I can give you some hours that he worked in a certain time. For example, in the work inception in July 22, 23, he got the setup UAP hours, time 47.
I mean, I don't think it really matters when they do the work. We just want to make sure it's tracked so that they get the money, right? So I think the last thing to double check on is the upfront budget. We want to make sure that their value's right. So $6 an hour for Angelito. Abdu is $4, so that's good. So that all looks correct. Potential base. So let's see if we have the priorities here. So So token profiles, African last payroll tax deadline. So I mean, we increased all of these substantially, so they all should be good. Is there anything that we missed for their client work priorities? So if we just really quickly go over the client work again, we have the FQN legal support coordination. So did we get that one? FQN, yes, we did that. Invoicing, I got that one. Client coordination.
FQN legal support coordination.
That's all I see. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, I think that's fine. So yeah. So I think the potential, the potential income, base income. I mean, it looks right to me. Maybe we could try to put a little. We could have. We could put a little bit more efficient hours in here, and 30, and put this down to 60.
You can add as well for August 2/3. You can add plus equity tokens.
I don't know if they worked on that though.
Yeah, in the Friday, Saturday, 2nd, 3rd of August, Abdu was
Okay,
with us.
cool. All right, so I think that's everything. So we verified the potential income, we verified their internal ops, we verified the calculations. Overall, so now we're just double checking on the overall income, and then that's it, we're done. So let's take a look.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So the total income into the umbrella business was $200, right? So it's not too bad, but it's not great.
We generate income, that is great.
Well, no, that's terrible. That's really bad. So, for example, for you, you want to get paid, what, $300 a month? So to get paid $300 a month, you have to, I think you have to do 0.33. So it would be equal, 1/3 is, you need to bring out almost $1,000, a little less than $1,000 to get $300. Does that make sense? Because we have to pay all of our bills and all of our other costs and everything, and it's a lot. We have to pay for everything, right? So for every 1 hour you spend on client work, you're doing like 6 hours on everything else. So you want to bring in way more than $200 if you want to get paid any sort of reasonable amount. So what we have here is we have $16 going into the reimbursements. So we might be able to do, well, no, they don't. They lose their reimbursements because they are no longer working with us. We do, and then this goes back to pay that off. So yeah, so $68.48 is the total for the base pay, and then that goes into the internal ops. So it's a minimum of 34. So you check in the internal ops and you look at the team income. The team income is $55.64 is the total. Okay, so if we look at that, let's see if it improves at all. Their pay. So daily pay. So they got their pay up to $1. And all of that work we did made their pay go up $1. So the only other thing that we could do is increase. Did you make sure all of the notes were publicly searchable?
I need to update that, but most of them are.
Well, the question is, are all of the notes from last month publicly searchable? If they're not, then yes. I put it at 95% because it's all pretty much there, but there was a few things that were missing. But overall, I mean, it's definitely not great, you know. So I'm getting $0, you're getting $0, and they will be getting $16.63. And this adds up to $32.
Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So that's weird. So the question is, why does it add up to so low? That doesn't make sense because we know that the total is $54, right? So if there's $54 available, or no, $55, why does the total come out to $32? That doesn't make any sense. So we have this, oh, because of yours, for some reason yours is here. So Miguel, yours coming up as pay. So your max pay is going to be 0 because you did not get paid last month. There we go. Okay. So now Angelito's 27 and Abdu's 25. Ah, much better. Okay. So it was all this money that you were taking up because you were not in the budget from last month for the upfront budget.
If I say something about that, my back pay that wasn't paid will be paid in this.
Nothing's gonna happen with the back pay unless you prioritize it and do the work for it, and there's a whole bunch of things that are involved in that. We've gone over this multiple times in the past. I would recommend that we focus on the tokens, getting the tokens, and then being able to sell your tokens. And like we're doing for Lucy. It's just much easier.
Okay.
Because you should have plenty of tokens. Okay, so did you track all your hours for last month? On the 12 degree, the 164 degree?
For the
64?
164, yes.
Good. So this is the proposal for the, right, so this would be the proposal to approve 164 work continuity group pay, base pay of $55.86. So it's not great.
But it's adding, nevertheless.
Yeah. So what do you think that's correct? I mean, basically we definitely could work on trying to get it higher than that. Maybe bump it up to like $30, and obviously
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, quick stretch. Did Jesus ever check in with us? No, never checked in. Let me check in here. Hey, Jesus, how's everything going? I don't know. Maybe he's gone.
Hello. Yeah, I'm looking at the process for the statement.
The statement. Okay, cool. You're working on the statement. All right, you're making a lot of progress. That's good. All right, I'll talk to you. Just let us know if you have any questions.
No, not yet.
Cool. Thanks.
I will let you know if you have any questions.
Awesome. All right, so Jesus is making a lot of progress, which is great. So again, this is the base payroll. So we still have the bonus payroll, and there's also the ability to do, a loan if we wanted to. So, but it doesn't sound like anyone wants to do a loan. If we're gonna do a loan, we do a loan to pay your back pay as well, if you wanted to do that. So, or your capital payout. So anyways, do we like this proposal? Do we think it's too low? Also, the total is supposed to be $55.64. It is coming out to $52.86. So why is it still off? It's kind of weird, right? Oh, because of the 95%. Yeah. So if we brought this up to 100%, if we verified that, we would get it a little bit higher.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
For the bio, where should I send the photo and the bio?
Yeah, wherever is fine. You can send it on Discord or you can send it on the email list or wherever's fine.
Okay, for Discord, in like
The New World.
general.
Yeah, the New World. Yeah, it's fine. Or general. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Wherever's fine.
Oh, in New World. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it was that. Thank
Great.
you.
No problem. Thank you. All right. So if we verified that all of the notes were public, then we could get it to 100% and they would get a tiny bit more. So I don't know if we care about that or if we just leave it at 95%.
Well, it's what we verified, and also we are doing.
Time to pause. Please stop.
So that is the thing
Close
that we
your
verify.
eyes.
So
Count 1,
me,
2,
it's
3,
99.
4, 5. Open your eyes.
Well, 99 would just be 100%. So you did verify all of the notes are publicly transparent or published?
Yes, from that period of time, yes.
Cool, and we still need to publish today's notes as well. Great. All right, so then that brings it up just a tiny bit more. So I think, so the question is, can we make it any higher than this? I just don't, I think the only way to make it higher than this is to take out a loan. What do you think? So that would be my main question is there any other way to make this number higher? And the question, I mean, I think the answer is like not really, you know, without taking out a loan. Like I just don't know how else to do it. So for me, I think the main issue is just miscommunication. I said 100 times over that if you don't do the client work income, you're not going to be getting paid, right? And that you do 1.5 hours per day. And Angelito thought that because we said if we want to keep working, we can keep going, that he would be paid for the time. I was like, no, it's 1.5 hours per day, and then you stop. But stopping is the hard part, right? So it was just miscommunication in my understanding, and that's why they got upset and left, which is fine. So it's just a matter of making sure we're communicating with the new recruits, that they understand the terms and they understand what we're doing. So I think we'll get there. So anyways, in my mind, Upwork is Abdu is not even questioning anything. He's just like, whatever, pay me whatever. Angelito's very upset, and he's already complained to Upwork. It doesn't seem like Upwork cares at all, because they haven't even, not even a blip to me. So
well, the thing is,
I could try to check my email to see if there's anything on the email from Upwork, but yes, what were you saying?
No, the few times that I worked with Angelito, he didn't. Well, the only thing that I see that he really worked with Abdul was the let me give you the exact name of that. That he brings that where the budget where I am and also there, that it give us that.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
No participation. No, he was not participating so much. Abdul was quite motivated. I'm really. That I think he was on track to become a great worker. I don't know why he go with Angelito. So
yeah, so
unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but Angelito basically, in my perspective, he lied and deceived and said things like very powerful, like I'm a lawyer, right? I know what I'm talking about. And so he said those things in front of Abdu, and Abdu believed him, and I was like, I don't believe you. Prove that you're a lawyer. And he said, oh, I'm actually not a lawyer. I have a lawyer degree. And I'm like, okay, let's see your degree. Oh, I did a certificate. And he's like, okay, let's see it. And he's like, nothing. He never even showed us. So I think he's just a liar and deceiver. And unfortunately, Abdu is gullible, and you know it's like whatever. So that's how things are. So we just have to move on.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think as far as like this being kind of low and getting more upset? I mean, I think this is fair. I think it's a fair amount. So, shall we vote on it?
Sure.
Do you think we should ask other people to vote on it so it's not just me and you? Well, I think.
Oh, the thing is.
Actually, maybe we have the HR board review it. I love that. Okay, so we'll just have the HR board review the vote so that they approve it.
The thing is that we are the only ones that, well, as far as I know, the only ones that worked with Abdul and Julito was you and I, correct?
Yes, but because of the legal situation or because of the complaints, right, of the issues and complaints, it wasn't actually a complaint. It was just the issues, right? And what is it called? Contention, right? Yeah, we'll have the HR board review it. All right, sound good?
Well, sure. Third part of ice is always a good idea.
Yeah. So I'm gonna vote a 7.6. Can you vote?
I already vote 7.5.
Perfect. Yeah, we vote verbally. All right, I think that is it for the base upfront payroll. So now we could do the base token payroll.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So now we can do the token payrolls. Should we do the token payrolls real quick?
Sure, of course.
All right, awesome. And this will be additional money that they might potentially be able to get. They want to sell their tokens. So we just go. I want to see if they might be able to just go directly to the bonus token payroll. Monthly bonus token calcs. So all the upfront pay, I'm getting 0. You're getting 0. Whoops. Angelito upfront pay. So we know Angelito is getting, I don't know why this is monthly base upfront calcs AC5. Monthly base upfront calcs should be W4. So let's see here. So what is it? W. There we go. Okay. So now that's correct. So then we have the exact expectation and amount of tokens. But I did get some pay from SFC. So if we open SFC real quick, SFC, let's do single payroll spreadsheet model. And this would be 164 SFC. I don't think it actually overlaps. I don't think it overlaps because this is the bonus, right? The bonus doesn't actually overlap. All right, so that is all correct. Good. All right, so let's see here. All these calculations look good minus these two. So, and yours are not correct. Okay, so Miguel, yours are still not correct, and mine are not correct either. Okay, so we need to go through, but we can calculate all of these are correct for Angelito and Abdu. This looks perfect. These are all their tokens that they would get, and collectively they get over 1,000 tokens. And you can actually calculate here that Abdu and Angelito do get a little bit of additional value.
take a break for 6 minutes.
So with this value, the total comes up to a little over $30 that they should be able to get if they wanted to sell their tokens. So Angelito would get 40, Abdu 39 if they wanted to sell their tokens. All right.
Okay.
So that looks good to me.
Why we are off in this the 164?
Oh, you mean for the token?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just need to add in the calculations. So let's get all these calculations. So you have basically the output token and the setup token, and then the community.
Also, the break, we're going to take it?
Oh, if we want to, yeah, we can take a break.
Sure. Let's take a 5-minute break.
All right, 5-minute break.
I'm back.
Great.
End
It's
of
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Cool. All right, so are you ready for this calculation? This is going to go really quick. So all we have to do here is just copy what it's on Angelito and do. So let's just start at the output token and we'll work our way across. Okay, so for this, we're going to do efficient work for client work and internal ops. So then we come over here to internal operations. No, we'll start with client work. And for me, my calculations for efficient work is E78, right? So token payroll, so we're doing a output token is client is E78 and the next token, this is for J, right? And then the other token is going to be the setup token. And so for the setup token, for me is going to be, it's not calculated. Interesting. Mine actually doesn't have any hours listed. So that might be another mistake here. Why would I not have any client work hours? Are my client work hours not listed at all? So I have.
I don't see any.
Huh. So that's a problem. No client work hours for J. So why is that? We have to figure that out. So so I would want to go through and verify all of my hours in all of the spreadsheets as well. Okay, so then we go to you, Miguel. So Miguel, you so my setup is H78. H78. Okay, so then for Miguel, your client is, or your efficient work is Z78. Right,
Mine is all marked as zeros.
Oh no, client. Sorry, say again?
That is also a zero. Why is that?
Let's double check everything. We're gonna have to verify and double check everything, okay? But let's at least get the calculations correct, and then we can go back and figure out why it's at 0. All right. So then for internal ops.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So mine is E80 and yours is T80. Whoa, T80. And for the setup, so we have client is H78, and then we have internal ops, and then we have Miguel. So for your client setup is AC78. And then for internal ops, yours is V80. V80. And by the way, you only have to do this once. Oh, so we need to make sure we copy and paste it in 12 as well. In fact, I think we should do the 12 degree first. All right, then for me, the internal is needs to be fixed. So copy and paste and be G80. So this is G80. Perfect. Okay, so that all works good. So let's get these calculations fixed, and then we will update it. So I'm coming to the 12 degrees. So I'm going to do this in the 12 degree first, so we don't have to worry about it for next month, right?
Okay. Okay,
So
I want to confirm something.
yeah.
The client work that we need to do is 0.3 of the total, 0.33 of the total hours that we work on the month, correct?
Correct. That's 33%.
Okay.
Okay. So so let's do you first. So for you, it's going to be client work for output is Z78. Is that right? Z78, and then for
Yes.
internal ops efficient work is T80. T80. All right.
Correct.
So that comes out with still nothing, so I'll have to double check on that. So then for your setup token, we have AC78, and for internal ops is V80. Okay, cool. And then for me, we have for the client work is E78, is that right?
H78.
Time for breath.
E78
Please stop
for
and
the
get
output
ready.
token.
Now inhale.
Oh,
1,
sorry,
2,
yes, sir.
And then
E78.
exhale.
E80.
1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
And then for setup token, we have for client work is H78. And what was it? G80? All right. Okay, I'm still getting nothing for it. So I don't know. Let's leave these yellow for now, just because we're gonna want to go through and double check and verify why the numbers aren't coming up. So now we can just copy and paste these though. So for at least this first section, we just copy and then we come back to 164, go all the way to, here it is, and paste. Oh look, and mine does come up here, so that's good. So I think these are correct for me, and look, that comes up with for you as well. All right, so the setup tokens are coming up correctly, it looks like to me. So then it's just a matter of understanding what's going on with the output tokens and why the output tokens aren't coming up. Okay, so let's double check on these calculations and why they're not coming through for you. So for you, you said you calculated some client work, right?
In the 164, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it says BD 126. So, and then this says Miguel tracking 126 white equals okay. So
For example,
it
in
looks correct
August
to me.
2-3, I got line 163, 0.5.
Okay, so that might be the problem, is that it just might be that we need to update your your assignments. So if we look in here, your total client work hours tracked is 0.5 hour, 1.5.
Yeah, at least. Yes, sir.
It just says 1.5.
Yes.
So we have client work coordination. You can see how it's an X, so this just needs to be changed to a Y. So that'll fix that one. And then the other one is right here, which is the token values. I'm switching that to a Y. All right, so then that should fix that. So we come back over here to client work. Yeah, now you're at 1.5.
Okay.
So that fixed. So I don't know if you have any efficient hours. I doubt it. Right? No efficient hours for client work?
Efficient hours. What
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So efficient hours is, so there's two types of hours, right? There is what's called setup and training, where you're just doing the setup and training, right? So for example, on this token payrolls work, I mean, you didn't do anything. You're just watching, you're getting training, right? For the base upfront pay, you did do some work, right? So when you do actual work, we call that efficient hours. Efficient work. So efficient work means that you're actually doing real work, not watching someone else do work. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And that is a whole separate level of value. It's much more valuable when you're actually doing work as opposed to just watching someone do work or just doing setup. So for this one, if you spend, let's say 5 hours on a responsibility and do it completely wrong, and you have to do the entire thing over again, that is not considered efficient work.
Of course.
Yeah, cool. So that would be a setup, would be training. The first time you do it wrong would be the training. Okay, cool. So for now, I think in the client work you don't have, for last month at least, I don't think there's any efficient hours that I can think of.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. All right, so now the only issue for me with the client work is why my client hours are not coming through at all. So let's check that out real quick. So if we come in here, we can review my client hours. It says 0.00000.5, 1.5. So I have 3.25. So it looks for me it's the same issue. I just don't have Y's for all my client work assignments. So that's part of the setup, and it's just fixed as part of the setup. So it's just a matter of fixing that in the future. So, did I miss anything? I feel like there was one more. Here it is. Boom. All right, cool. All right, so then that fixes it for me. So then I can come and check my client work hours. So I have, it still only says 1.5. So this still didn't register for some reason. B194. Why wouldn't that register? It's here. BD194.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Oh, I see. This is off by one. Huh. That's weird. So this should be 126. Then we drag this all the way down. There, okay, fixed it. So it's still weird that it's not calculating. Oh yeah, because this is off, right? Because this goes to 75. And these all look correct, so we fix that there. And then this one also needs to go to 75. So we are going to need to fix some of these things in the 12 degree as well. So now we can see if there's any efficient hours. So legal support, not really any efficient hours there. Invoicing, definitely not efficient hours there. Actually, I did do one small thing of efficient work here. Put 2, 3, 3. And here we have equity token profiles. I probably did a little bit of. Cool. So now let's do internal ops. So over internal ops, you have 7 hours tracked. Does that sound about right?
For this 164.
Yeah, 164 last month.
Last month. Well, let me double check that one more, please.
Okay, well, I can double check it too. We can triple check because that is part of our slogans. Double, triple, quadruple check, and verify. That's what we do.
Total of hours.
7.
Correct?
Yeah, no, just the client, the internal ops. So that is correct. So now we just want to check and see if there's any efficient hours for your internal ops. So it looks to me
I don't have any.
you have 1 hour for whoops, internal ops. So you go. So you have 3 hours for the budget proposals and HR board. So you did work on the HR. You did work on the budget. You did present it to the HR board. So I would say at least an hour for that of efficient work.
Oh yeah. Well, right.
Base upfront payroll. We're doing that now. We didn't do it last month. Reimbursements, admin. Did you ever? I don't think you did any reimbursement.
No.
No. Liquidity processes. No, you were just doing some training on that. Rankings, interviews, elections. Did you do any? Did you fill out any forms? Did you evaluate anyone on the forms?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
All right, here we have main sheet documentation. So you did do some documentations. That was good. That's efficient work. It's a little bit low already. And then you have team scheduling. We didn't really do much team scheduling, I don't think, did we? All right, anyways, got an hour and a half of efficient work. Okay, so if we go back to the calculations for the tokens, and you can see that we're actually skipping the base token payroll because it automatically will calculate it without having to worry about it.
Sorry, Jay, I hear your voice like breaking up a little bit. You want to go for some water or what?
Yes, water is good. Okay, so now we can check in on this next calculation here. So for this one, you just take the entirety of your communications time and divide it by the total equity value. So let's check on the equity real quick.
I'm multiplying by H5.
Huh?
Oh, I was reading the formula.
Oh yeah, by H5, yeah. That's just your pay rate, okay? So really quickly check on the equity here. For global jurisdiction, this is the number, your value of a global jurisdiction. Yours is 3255, is all correct. This is the number of hours worked for the month, and then you have your overtime hours. So my understanding is that neither of me or you had any overtime hours. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So then your total global jurisdictional value would be this without the overtime, then it adds the overtime, and this is the total of everything plus the community equity. So that all looks correct to me. All right?
Okay.
So the total value of all the work that you did last month was 455 US dollar equivalent. Which I think sounds about right to me.
US equivalent.
But it is less than Abdu and Angelito. So, I mean, you worked less hours last month than they did. I think that's correct, right? You didn't come to all the sessions.
No, the total hours of the previous month.
It says 14.
14.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So that's all correct. So now we come back over here. So these are all verified.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So it's BD 197. So let's double check here. Miguel. Can't wait to get this all organized, but it's so much easier doing this. Okay. Miguel tracking. So we come all the way down here and it says 14 hours. I don't see what you're talking about 15. It's 14.
Okay, then I got a question because if you are in that, okay, in line 18, you will see 15.
Line 18, 15. Oh, but this is this is actually not the total hours tracked. This is the total hours under Cobalt. So we can't take the max of both of those hours under our policies. So we do this for bonus payroll. So let me see if I can update the calculations. And again, we're going to need to update these calculations again on 12 degree. So let me just do them directly in 12 degree if we're going to go to all the trouble. So this would be the monthly bonus equity. Okay, so what you're saying here is that you're saying it's the max, right? So the equation would be max, and then you're giving two numbers. One is the base number, and then the second number is the total for the octants number, right? So then I would go here, and then I would go up to the octants. And
Sorry for interrupting you, Jay.
Yeah.
You know, it's important, but also I work on August 2 and 3. 1 and 2, sorry. That is for this payroll. That was for the previous one.
I'm pretty sure that's for the previous one.
So that my total hours is 1950.
Okay, but where do you see the 1950? Where is the 1950?
Oh, because I already updated, because I thought that was those 3 hours and 1.5 were from this payroll. So I just
Time
updated.
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay, so this is the correct calculation, so it would be max. So this is taking the max value of your time calculated either within the actual tracking of the Cobalt hours versus your actual individual tracking of each one, okay? And then for Angelito and Abdu, I mean, they're getting deleted, so we don't need to worry about that. All right, so let's just put these yellow for now. Yellow. And then I'm going to copy and paste these in here. 164. Okay, so let's double check on your hours. The nice thing is that after we get this all verified and completed correctly, then it's the same every month. We don't have to worry about it. It's always updated. This is, oh, here we go. Okay, so this is bonus equity calcs. Paste. So that should get it. Okay, I got out to the 19.5. Okay, see?
Yeah.
So let's do the same thing for them. So again, it's just the max. So what you're saying is you're saying there's two, we track the value in two places. We track the value in both by octant and by individual work. But under our policies, you're not required to track the individual work to get your bonus, right? So that is only for overtime work that's required. So then you just do the max of these two values, and then it gives you whatever value is highest. So it just automatically works out to be the correct number that you would expect. All right, so then I say max, and that should do it. All right, so this needs to be switched to Angelito. Perfect. Okay, so then all of these are maxed. Beautiful. All right, so that makes more sense. So now you're at 634.77, 634.77, which is what I would expect. Okay. So then we come back here. So this all looks correct. So now the only thing we have to do to finalize this calculation is we have to take the total communication hours for each of us. So instead of Abdu, I just put J, and that should be correct. And then for you, I do the same thing. The total communication hours, and I say Miguel. Okay. So
Can you please check again Abdu and Angelito, please?
and Abdu and Angelito are correct. Yeah, these are correct.
Please stop. Write
No,
down
but this
whatever you were
Angelito
about
is
to say
Angelito is
and
Abdu.
take a break for 6 minutes.
What?
Angelito is Abdu. You see that? It's not Angelito.
Angelito, it says Abdu. Yes, you're right. So go boom, 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 boom. Angelito. Perfect. Okay. Nice. That's what we like to see. Okay, and then this is Abdu. Perfect, perfect. So all these look good. All these look good. But except for mine. So mine doesn't look right. It's way too high. Why would it be 6 So you're tracking from BD24 to BD50. So let's go verify mine. So go over to J. J tracking BD25 to BD51. Right? BD25 to BD51. BD25 to BD51 is 10 hours. Okay? So then we go back. BD25 to BD51. So that's the problem. And this all 25 to 51, correct. 25 to 51, 25 to 51. Perfect. Okay, great. All right, so then this one is just your overall, it's just an overall calculation. I don't know why it would come out negative. So these should just be 0. I don't know why that worked out negative for him. So I'm just not going to worry about it because he's not here for next month. Let's make it 0. But it's still -7. He's getting -7 for some reason because those came out negatively. So we should technically just subtract -7 here, to be correct. So so now you can see here there's some problems here. So obviously for me, I'm way off. It says you're off as well. But Angelito and these are double checked perfect. Okay, so the question is, why are mine and yours off still? So this is supposed to be 4,694. And you take all this adds it to 4,694. So it's just the totals is not correct. So these totals need to be fixed with the new tokens. So that one, that one, that one, and that one. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so mine is correct. And then I just pull this down, and yours is now correct as well. All right, so that's the verification. So yeah, that's the total. So those are the total tokens, token payrolls for them. So then, and then we also have community equity down there. So then you come in here, and you would say the proposal. Proposal is to approve the token, the base and bonus token payroll for work continuity group for 164, and it's going to be a total of 10,031 US dollar equivalent. Okay.
Wow.
But it makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of value in building a team and coming to work every day. I mean, we did 2 weeks straight. But yes, it's the real value that we are building is extremely valuable. We just don't have the money to pay for it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and this also puts in the extra value for basically, like, let's say we make it big and we're super successful, there's an extra bonus in there, and that's what the extra token in the global jurisdiction is that extra bonus value. Okay?
Okay.
So then we put the details in. We just put the worker name. And then all of the tokens. Voila, that's it. And then we do the total. Sum of these totals. So again, we would do this every month for the token payroll. People can choose to sell their tokens if they want to. And we're also going to have a grand total, which would be the total of all of this added up. And I think this is the first time, wait, that's weird. We're missing the community equity. That's the problem. All right, so community equity, copy and paste. All right, so then it looks like I need to redo this. Perfect. 10,031. 33. Beautiful. So then we do questions.
Dinner's
concerns.
on the table. Dinner.
Okay. My goodness. I guess I gotta go. We're at time anyways. We can finish this up tomorrow, shall we?
Yeah, I didn't stop you for the break because I think this is quite important. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just go straight into our wrap up. We can finish up tomorrow, and then we can finalize the. If you can send a message to the HR board for the other payroll, that would be really helpful. And then we can start calculating out exactly how much value.
And
If-
the
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
If Abdu and Angelito chose to, sell all their tokens, we can tell them how much they would get for them. Okay. So I think that's it. So wrap up.
Wrap up. Yes.
And let me tell Jesus that we're going to be wrapping up too.
But okay, what I need to do is to copy and paste from 192 to line 192 to 202 from A to G, correct?
No, you're going to be communicating to the HR board from line 147 to line 159.
7 to 150. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, that makes a lot of sense. And communicate as changes.
All right, Jesus, we are going to be wrapping up here and getting going. I probably need about 20 minutes to go eat some food and stuff. So I don't
yes. I will be going to kind of late.
Yeah, late. Okay, yeah. So yeah, just tomorrow, same time. Tomorrow's our main session. So, but you'll still be working on the legal process until you're done with it. We could also check in
Okay.
before the main session just to verify it if you want to get started and get to work in the main session. But yeah, really good work. Just make sure you send all the information to us either on the email list or on Discord. Okay.
Yeah. I will keep you informed.
Cool. And I'll send you the link to the email group. All right. I'll talk to you later. Take care, Jesus. Thanks so much. Oh, and be sure to do the wrap up your evaluation.
You send me what? Sorry?
I'm gonna send you the link to the email. I know. I think you already got the link to the email group, right?
Could you send that to me again, please, via Discord?
Yeah, SFC. It's this one. All right. I'll talk to you later. You take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao. See you tomorrow. Okay. So I think we're done, right? Is there any other last questions or details?
Wrap up on the hyper evaluation. I think we do some work that was not scheduled in the topics, correct?
No, I think we're pretty good here. I think we're pretty good. So we did our setup, the legal term setup responsibility. That was only about 2.25. That was quick, which is amazing. I love our new model. Recruitment proposals for New World was a half an hour, and then we did the rest of the base upfront payroll. So we only did internal operations today, so we need to make that up tomorrow.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And then if you do for Jesus worked on his legal process, which I think we agreed was under. Let's see here. POP interview evaluations, main buddy team. I mean, really, we need to make a new section for legal processes. Tax forms. So, I mean, I think for now we just put it under 32. So, legal process line 32, and this would be 0.25, and this would be 1.75. So I think that'll be correct for Jesus, right? Is that right?
Okay. Okay. I think it is legal process 1.75. Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Wait, why
May
is
you
this
have
not?
evaluation?
Yeah, I'll do that. Why is this not coming up properly? Oh, I see. So then this is 0. Okay, I got it. Cool. Cool. Awesome. I love it when it all is organized properly. Oh my god, I absolutely love our new model. It's so cool. So next steps, we need to focus on client work because we just did a lot of. I think one good client work that we could do is the investment, UET agreements. Like that could be good to bring in more money.
Okay.
Or we could work on the past FQN past payrolls or something.
And that is going to be for Friday, correct? Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow is main session. Cool. All right, I'll talk to you soon. So I'm gonna give a 7.5. Great session, especially moving the payroll forward. I mean, it's just so good to get that out of the way. And then also just amazing with the legal process. I mean, it's just so cool that can all be moving forward while we can get focused on work. I mean, it's just so efficient.
That is great. I also like this session. I was quite concerned that we don't work on client
Time
work
for
again.
breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Oh, and my solo work, did you add that or I add that in the wrap up?
Your solo work. So for your solo work, that would just go into the previous octant. So for example, if you Cobalt Hour 1 is the beginning of the octant, right? So you worked an extra half hour during Andromeda. So you just put an extra half hour in Andromeda.
In Andromeda, okay?
Yeah.
But in this wrap up, we don't put anything or?
Yeah, you can add it in the wrap up. It's fine. But just put it as like a separate thing for Andromeda. Okay?
Okay, great.
Cool. Or, topic 0. Awesome. Take care, Miguel. Thanks so much. We're just barely starting to get a little bit momentum with this new recruitment, so we can actually keep some people and like train everybody correctly so they don't get pissed about the money and get focused on the work. I think we actually might move things forward, so it's very exciting.
Okay, great.
All right.
Congratulations, Jay. See you tomorrow.
Bye.